Hey, what is going on, everyone? I am still alive. It's been a long time since I posted a video. I know I did a little channel update thing, but it's still been like a month or more since then. But I just wanted to let everyone know. The reason is because I bought a house. I think I mentioned that in the little update thing. It was just words. It wasn't even me. But yeah, buying a house is insane. I went from a tiny little apartment in Kansas when I was stationed in the Army, and then I moved back to Pennsylvania, and we lived in a tiny little townhouse for like 5, 6 years, and now we bought our first house, me and my wife, so, and my daughter and my two dogs. So a lot of big things coming. I got a huge garage. I'll show you guys real quick. It's dark out, but I'll shine a flashlight on it and everything, and then show you guys my little workshop that I have. And my first video, actually produced video, I'm not going to count this video, is going to be how to make a forge at home for forging metal and knives and all kind of that jazz. So I'll take you out here, and I'll show you the property. It's a little acre in the woods, our dream house basically. Acre in the woods, away from everyone, kind of. I mean, there's neighbors, but they're not very close. And then I got a 40 by 40 garage that I'm gonna do a lot of things with. When I take you out there, I'll show you some of the tools that I scored yesterday. I scored a pretty big bunch of tools, even though they're old and might need some work, for about $200 or exactly $200. But welders included and everything, so it's all in working order. I just gotta, tinker with it. But anyway, I'll show you the yard a little bit, the big garage, and then I'll take you downstairs to my little workshop where I'm gonna make this forge for my first video, and I'll tape it and I'll speed it up and everything. I'll try to keep it kind of short, but it'll be how to make a forge for really cheap if you're into, Forged in Fire and the whole craze that's catching on with forging things and making a forge. I caught the bug of wanting to do it probably close to a year ago, and yeah, I'm finally acting on it, and I figured that'd be a really cool first video for, coming back from this huge leave of absence. Just buying a house is insane. A month flew by and it felt like 10 minutes. And everything's still not away. As you can see, there's a box that we still have to put away, and the house is just a mess. If you guys have kids, you can clean the entire house, and it's an absolute train wreck in about 10 minutes if you have kids. And then add dogs on top of that, and it's just nuts moving this way. When both times we moved out to Kansas and then back to Pennsylvania, it was just me and my wife, tiny little apartment, and then a tiny little townhouse, and just nothing really, we barely had anything. So let me show you guys this stuff, and I'll quit talking. All right, so this is going out the back. Big old deck, huge enclosed deck. Absolutely love it. This will be awesome if the weather ever decides to get above 20 degrees here in Pennsylvania. It actually did yesterday, but swiftly went back to being freezing cold. So there's a huge 40 by 40 garage that I have. As you can see, there's neighbors. Those are the closest neighbors. They're probably 50 yards away, and then everyone else is just way set back, and it's just woods. So yeah, there it is. Big old garage. I'll take you in it here in a minute. Little side garage on the side that is actually, it pulls all the way through. There's an opener and a door and everything on the other side. And then this giant door here. Huge parking lot / driveway. That was fun to shovel the other week. When the Eagles won the Super Bowl, my Eagles, I've been an Eagles fan since birth. My dad has been an Eagles fan since 55. So yeah, huge Eagles fans here. Keep you out of the dark here. As you can see, the house over there, this is all mine. And I'm running right now. Oh, you can't see it because it's dark. The Olight S2 baton, single 18650. And this is on, like, I think it's medium. Hey, there we go. So my property line goes into the woods a little bit, and then there's that other house. And then there's a tree they took down because they had to do the entire septic system. The seller of the house paid for that, but they had to cut down a huge tree, and I was like, hell no, leave that. I rigged up a little trolley system for my 2 dogs, so we can kind of hook them up to this 10-foot cable. And yeah, let them run around the yard with like a little bit of freedom as opposed to just having them out on a leash. So, all right, let's go to the little garage. All right, so coming down to the basement, the door switches are like kind of away. See, boxes of just stuff. This is the basement with a pool table and everything. But of course, the day after the Eagles won the Super Bowl, let's go Birds, that happened. So there was stuff all over. We played a bunch of games of pool. We just had to keep brushing it off and everything just because I can't really go a day without playing a game. But the drywall got all over the floor. And so that all needs cleaned up. I bought today at Lowe's. I stopped at Lowe's today and bought panels. I'm just going to put panels up with trim around it. And try my best to make it look like it's supposed to be there, just in case we ever have to get back into this again, because it is a fairly old house. There is the European deer mount that I made. I think I did a video on when I ripped the jaw off, like years and years ago. But this is where we watched the Super Bowl. It's still like catastrophe in here, but here's the little bar room / theater room. Got my Xbox, and yeah, this is where we watched the Birds win, and 'twas exciting. I'll throw up a little clip or a little picture right here, right now. And that was me with gratuitous amounts of alcohol and my team on Snapchat, just dominating the Patriots in a show of epicness. All right, so here's the little garage. Please bear with me. There's stuff, not put away. There's just stuff. I mean, I didn't think it would take this long to just get stuff away, but apparently it does. So, got my toolbox. I've had that since before I graduated high school. I used to be a technician at a 18-wheeler body shop. Still stuff to be put away. Got my workbench, little sink, and then this is a nice little workbench area. The light does turn on here. So this is where I'm going to be building my forge, and as you can see, I stopped by Home Depot to get stuff to fix the ceiling, and I got stuff to make a forge. Got lump charcoal, sand, plaster of Paris. I bought a cheap little Harbor Freight anvil, but hey, it's going to do enough to get me, you know, sort of into it. So, yeah, here is the small garage. It's a 2-car garage. It's 2 doors. And yeah, little workshop. Get back. I'm going to take all that stuff away when I film and make it. I'm going to take the fans and those boxes and that case of beer and everything away and set up a nice little area to film. So I'll take you outside to the big garage. Alright, gotta bring a roadie with me. Alright, here's a little shot of from the big garage. You see my truck there. That kind of give you an idea of how big the road is. We're set back a little bit with a little bit of woods. You can watch them go past. So it's pretty decently set back. And like I said, the neighbors aren't terribly close. They're not terribly far either. But yeah. All right. So here is the big garage. I got lots of stuff in here too. Lots and lots of stuff. It's really, really cold, so the lights, they're fluorescent. They take forever to turn on. Hey, there they go. All right, so I just turned this half on. I'm just going to leave that half off. So yesterday, scored some tools. So $200 for a sandblaster. It's not a sandblast cabinet, rather just a sandblaster. Bench grinder, and then I have a pedestal that where I work, they're throwing it away. So I'm going to throw that on a nice pedestal with a crucible on it and everything. Belt grinder, it's got the vertical and the adjustable belt grinder, and then the disc grinder on it as well. I found this alongside the road. I'm going to put that little anvil on it, and then when I eventually get a full-size anvil, a nice big one, I'm going to have an actual full stump, not just this little curved piece. I just thought it looked cool. Drill press, Delta, everything works perfectly, and then of course Snap-on welder. And this is all from some of it's from a guy I currently work with that he just needed to throw the stuff away, so he gave it to me. And then some of this stuff was a guy that I used to work with that sold the welder, the drill press, and the sandblaster for $200. So this actually works perfectly fine. There's absolutely nothing wrong with it. He owns his own body shop, and he upgraded a little bit ago, probably 6 months ago, to an Eastwood welder. So literally he just upgraded. He uses till a day he upgraded, and I just got to get tanks for it. Yeah, but as you can see, still tons of stuff to put away. I got my 69 Bronco that I am, I don't even know if I'd say slowly but surely working on. Is there any slower than that? I'm just kind of, I don't know. I mean, hopefully this will inspire me and give me room and everything to do it, but yeah. I'm not going to own this size of a garage and not do something cool out of it and make money out of it. And yeah, so here's the little one. The lights are going to take too long. Got my little pop-up camper, and obviously room for probably 2 more, maybe a long boat. But yeah, that's it, guys. Little update. I'll try to edit it down as much as I can, but stay tuned. My next video is going to be me building a forge and showing you how to for cheap. Have a good one, guys.